As we learned about the crisis in Darfur,
we went around school testing the knowledge of our peers
to find out how informed
the nation truly is. This is what we found.
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 Do you know where Darfur is?
The other side of the world. I don't.
Darfur. It's a third world country, Africa.
What's Darfur? It's a place in Northern Africa, region of Northern Africa.
The southeastern part of Africa.
It's a place in Africa.
It's in Africa, Northern Africa?
Africa or somewhere around there.
That it's a really funky name.
What are we doing? What is this? Where is Darfur? No idea. No clue.
It's a part in Africa, I think outside of Sudan.
Sudan, I think. Darfur is in Africa.
Kenya.
Africa, or South America. Somewhere in Africa. Africa, that's all I know.
Africa.
A place in Africa.
I think it's in Africa. That's, I don't know what that is. Something in Africa.
Darfur is a region in western Sudan and eastern Chad. Sudan is located in mid-eastern Africa.
Do you know what's going on in Darfur?
No!
I don't know anything about Darfur. Darfur.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Darfur is.
Starving Africans. And we're donating money to them.
People are getting killed. Are you trying to show how stupid I am?
I know that innocent people are being murdered, and I don't know what else do I know.
Genocide, right? Yeah. There was genocide, there was like a big genocide where like kids and lives and like people were getting killed and like brutally murdered. Yeah, a genocide.
Some people are like taking over the tribes or whatever.
The invisible children thing with like the child soldiers and stuff.
I don't know, but I just know there's a lot of people trying to get rid of Joseph Kony or something like that.
Am I supposed to know where that's going on there? No.
There's a war going on.
People dying.
There is a huge genocide happening in Darfur where millions of people are dying and have been persecuted by the people called the Janjaweed or something. Anyway, they go around, they shoot, they rape, they torture, and it's horrible. And the people are having to live in horrible conditions in camps away from their families.
Genocide going on. I forget the tribe names though. It's rebels against the government. Government sucks, so it's about corrupt.
Darfur is in the midst of a civil war, one that has become a genocide. The government has been accused of supporting Arab militants called Janjaweed, who are trying to wipe out the native tribes of the region.
Do you know how many people have died so far?
A lot.
Millions.
Millions?
Like a million.
I'm thinking at least 1 million.
Millions?
Last number I heard was probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought I heard somewhere over 5 million.
I don't know, quite a few, like 500,000 or so.
A lot. Honestly, I have no idea how many exactly.
Too many.
A lot.
Let's say 1 million.
Over 1 million.
I can't remember the last report. I think it was 60,000 displaced or something along those lines. I don't know about deaths though.
Couple 100,000.
It has been estimated that 500,000 people have been killed and 2 to 4 million displaced into refugee camps on the Chad-Sudanese border.
What is the U.S. doing right now?
Pretty much nothing. They have some forces in Africa, but not very much.
The U.S. is doing nothing. They're too worried about what's going on in Iraq, and they need to be more worried about Darfur.
I don't think we're doing very much.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Genocide going on? I don't know.
I think they're supposed to be helping Darfur. I don't know exactly the current status of the policy. Sorry.
Last I heard, I believe the U.S. decided that it was not considered a genocide, despite that, like, because I believe it was like 900,000 people had died, but it has to be like 1 million in order to be a genocide. So they declared it not a genocide, so they're not really doing anything as usual.
No, I mean, at school I'll see things about it, and like, I only see like youth try to do something about it. I don't really see anything serious.
Well, if I don't know where Darfur is, I'm going to say that I don't know what our policy towards that country is.
That's an excellent question. I think that there's a lack of U.S. policy towards Darfur.
The U.S. has taken the furthest step by deeming it a genocide, but aid is still lacking.
So, what's the UN's policy, and has it changed?
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's changed because they haven't done anything.
I can't say I know the policy or if it's changed.
Probably. Barely. Maybe some supplies, but that's about it.
I don't know the answer to that.
Isn't it a genocide, so we can't do anything right yet or something?
No idea. Well, again, I'm going to defer back to not knowing what it's about. So I wouldn't know what the United Nations policy towards a country that I don't know what it is.
The UN has not deemed it a genocide because evidence is lacking. They have, however, sent small aid forces. UN aid has been hostily rejected by the Sudanese government, and in 2007 a large aid campaign of 7,000 troops was planned for June 2007. Mysteriously, it never arrived in the region.
No.
Not much.
No. Not very much.
No.
Open my eyes a little bit to the suffering. Definitely not a good thing what's going on over there. I think the world needs to get over itself in some ways.
Open our eyes for all of us, because I don't think we really realize to what extent, like, how much suffering there was. And I don't know, it makes you like think about the things you had.
Just like a lot of things I take for granted are like just from where I come from, even just being able to grow up in the United States and everything that comes with that, like that we don't have to worry about like our government like committing genocide on certain groups.
I had no idea what this was before. I thought it was invisible children, like a lot of people at our school. And now that like I know, it's like really sad that it's like going on in our lifetime, and that like I know nothing about it. Like we always know about like the Holocaust and stuff like that, and like that it's going on right now in our lifetime, and that we're not really doing anything about it. It's kind of sad. So I'm glad that we learned about it.
Their life is basically, am I gonna live another day to see my family again? Or am I ever gonna make it out of here? Or am I gonna ever have a better life? It's just like, we're so spoiled. Like, we have like everything, and we don't even think about it.
I think that if I can make them a thought in my everyday life, then, I don't know, I'll do something to help them.
We could have goals like, I want to save this country, and I will